Hi, everybody. I'm Phil from Beer Goals, and today my beer goal is to celebrate the third annual world's largest virtual beer toast. That's because it's National Beer Day. And what a better way to celebrate than by drinking and having a toast with people from all over the country and all over the world. So, to do so, get your beer, take a picture, take a video, upload it with the hashtag Beer Goals, hashtag Beer the World Together. So we're going to try to drink a beer with as many people as possible. Leave a comment. Maybe we'll feature your comment. And I want to see people from all over the world coming together for a beer. We've got some great breweries we're going to talk to. We've got some great beer lovers. We've got some beer dreamers. It's the third annual world's largest virtual beer toast on Beer Goals. So to kick things off, I'm going to crack open this beer from right here in Southern California. That's where I'm coming to you from N Brewing out of Moore Park. It's a Cafe Brau, a German-style coffee porter, because I want to get jazzed up for the toast. And I've got my glass from upstate New York, Syracuse 315 Brewing. I'm going to kick that off. And while I pour this delicious first beer of the night, let's say hi to our Beer Goals drinking buddies. Bring them in, Sam. Let's say hi to everybody. What are you guys drinking? How's everybody doing? Welcome to the Beer Toast.
Cheers.
Cheers, boys. Thanks for having us.
All right. If we can make them bigger. All right. We got CT from Journey-of-Brews. We've got the Beer Freaks from Nevada. I'm very excited to talk to them, Beer Freaks. We've got Tailgating Challenge. Luke, cheers to Tailgating Challenge. We've got John from Hops and Brews up in Oregon. Cheers to you guys. And so, hey, everybody, welcome to the third annual world's largest virtual beer toast. I think we've got Tom, the Colorado Beer Hunter.
Okay, hey, this is Sam. I'm with Our Media Network. Thank you so much for joining us. If you can turn your audio down, you get a little bit of a feedback, but thank you all so much for joining us. Let me take the screen up because I'm blocking out the
Turn down
screen.
their audio.
All right. Take it away again.
Cheers, everybody. All right. So in just a little bit, we're going to have the big countdown to the big beer toast. But first, I just want to say hi, everybody. CT, where are you? Because I have no idea where you are these days. You're Travel Beer and Journey-of-Brews.
I'm down in St. Petersburg, Florida. Near Tampa.
Awesome. All right. St. Petersburg, Florida. Very cool. We're having a little bit of feedback. Everybody turn down their
audio. So if just all the guests could turn down their audio, their output audio back to them, that's what's feeding back. So if we could turn that down, then we can thank you.
All right. Great, guys. So, I actually was going to start with some weird beer news because I thought in order to honor National Beer Day, which is actually when they repealed prohibition back in 1933, so that's why we celebrate National Beer Day that we celebrated for the past couple of years. We actually have some weird beer news. I want to get into that. The weird beer news, there was a man, I don't know if you guys saw this. This is what we're actually dubbing the Beer Goals Man of the Year. He actually registered his beer as an emotional support beer. Okay, so there are lots of weird beer news stories out there, but this one kind of tops it from all year because a lot of people have emotional support animals. This guy has emotional support beer. I don't know if you guys saw this. So he's a man from Brooklyn. He was 47 years old. He has to commute from Brooklyn to his job, and he doesn't want to have to miss out on having a beer. So what he did was he signed up online to the USA Service Dog Registration in September, and apparently they just give you a number, and you can use that as your number of, hey, I've got emotional support animal. So it officially has emotional support here wherever he goes on public transit. Now, I just want to know what happens when by the public transit authority. It's like, hey, this is my beer. No, it's cool, guys. I've got documentation for my emotional support beer.
I'll drink to that.
Right. Would you guys?
Phil, I'm gonna have to stop you there because we are getting really bad feedback. So we're gonna have to do a quick technical test because we did not came on right before we started live. So welcome Ithaca Brewery, Ithaca Beer Company. Thank you so much. Welcome the giant beer guy. Welcome to everyone. So everyone is on mute. I assume. Phil, we're good. Let me crack my beer. We might just have to roll with it. Let's just do it quick. Make sure. Phil, are you on? What are you? Are you on headphones? What are you listening to? I would hate to be if it was me. So let me run back. I'll let Phil, you get back to it. I'll put myself on mute. I've got a Samuel Smith. I want to pull for everyone. Cheers. Thank you. Let me go get back to it. I'm going to go get headphones and we'll get through this feedback. So go ahead, Phil. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead, Phil. Sorry to interrupt this technical thing.
All right. So yeah, so I was just saying that if everybody we can hear some of the guys say hello. So I was just talking about the beer goals, beer drinker of the year who actually made himself a emotional support beer. You guys can believe that. So I just want to have a toast. This is not the official toast. We're going to have the official toast in a little bit. And this will be the Beer Goals Man of the Year, emotional support beer. Cheers for that. Sorry, guys, we're working on the technical audio, but yeah. So let's go around. We got the Beer Freak, we got Nevada. You guys up there? I just had the pleasure of talking to you guys another week. These guys are amazing podcasts. You drink a beer with them, and they ask you for beer. So, Beer Freaks, what are you guys? What are you guys?
Who are you talking to?
Oh, Beer Freaks.
What up? Yeah, it's good to hear you. What's going on? Yeah, we had to.
Right, cheers, guys.
Cheers. Cheers.
I am super excited. I'm going to do a Las Vegas, Nevada beer trip because that sounds like amazing. And after being out for an entire year, Nevada, like Las Vegas beer run sounds incredible right now. So cheers to that, guys. Cheers.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go around the room. Good to see you, buddy. Cheers from Florida. What are you drinking? Uh-oh, we got to get CT's audio on.
I was on mute because I'm trying
there you go.
Echo, but drinking which is out of Trim Tab in Alabama.
Cheers to Alabama beers. All right.
Yeah, it's 10%, 10.5% IPA.
Nice. Wow, you said 11%. You want to do a chug for us as per tradition, buddy?
I mean, I will.
All right. Down the hatch. There it goes. All right. Awesome. Yes. Additional world's largest virtual beer toast chug. Thank you so much, CT. Very cool. I'm going to keep going because we've got some other people. All right, so what's the tailgating challenge? I love your hat, buddy.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Viewers, I know it's hard for me here, but we can all agree that this is a natural symbol for what we all love to do.
Very cool. All right.
Okay, so before we go on, sorry, I got to call it. So. Do you have your speakerphone on, like some sort of mic and feedback? Your feedback, and I want to say, Beer Freaks, are you just using speakerphone internal mic? Because that's causing a lot of feedback, a lot of echo, a lot of viewers can't really. So let's do a quick test.
No, we've been on mute. We've been on mute the whole time.
Okay, cool. You guys sound good. How about tailgate? Because it sounded like you had a lot of feedback there when you were talking.
Yeah, this is what I got on my laptop. So if it's bad, I'll cheers and leave it with everybody and have a great night.
Hey, no, we're good. In fact, I think it
sounds fine now. Yeah,
I think it sounds fine. So it got fixed. Thank you very much. I'll get back to behind the scenes. And again, cheers. Why don't you repeat what you said because I don't think we heard you. So go from the top. Take two.
Take two. I'm usually a one-take kind of guy with videos I completed in my realm of tailgating challenge. But we got a strawberry blonde we're sipping on in the new Frost Buddy koozie that we have. And just kind of fun that we're getting people together, right? To have a beer together, to cheers together. I know we did it last year, Phil, right when COVID started. We're still got some of that going on, but we can still drink together and have a good time. So cheers to that.
Cheers. All right. That's great, man. Thank you so much. Perfect. Cheers. All right. So Sam, let's start it off. I think we're going to do right now, you know, the best way to do this, I think let's do the big toast. We're going to kick it off. So everybody, if you're watching at home, please post in the comments right now with the hashtag beer goals, hashtag beer the world together. Let us know where you're posting from. We're going to do the countdown, and then I'm going to go around and we're going to meet some of our great brewers and beer drinking lovers. But right now, since we're all here, if everybody can raise a glass, we'll do the countdown. Everybody at home for the world's largest virtual beer toast. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 from coast to coast. Cheers! Woo! Thank you so much. Awesome. Cheers, guys. All right. Very cool. All right, Tom, cheers to Colorado. Cheers to Florida. All right. What else do we got? We got Oregon. Cheers to Oregon. Cheers to Delaware. We have the Delaware Brew Trail. Thank you for being here. Cheers to Ithaca, one of my favorite all-time beer breweries. Thank you to Cheers to Ithaca Brewing in Ithaca, New York. Ithaca Beer Company. Please go check that out. All right, so
well, why don't we go ahead and continue with some interviews, like a roundtable? Because like what I really like to hear is, obviously, you know, because we started talking to a few, but we'd like to talk to the rest of them. I think we could just jump in. Like, I'm really interested to see how.
Ithaca Beer Company. They're waiting for us. Please put them on. All right, Ithaca Beer Company.
And we both went to Ithaca College, so it's a huge honor.
Yes, Ithaca Beer. So
you guys are huge now. You have a big warehouse.
Ithaca Beer Company. Let me tell you guys something. My first craft beer love, thank you so much for being here, is your apricot wheat beer. When I went to Ithaca College, I would pair the apricot wheat with my dinner, which consisted of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and it went beautifully. So I went from drinking, you know, Budweiser and all the big brand name beers at college to being a craft beer lover, like immediately with Ithaca Beer Company. So thank you guys so much for being here. It means a lot to us. Cheers to Ithaca Beers. And yeah, tell everybody that doesn't know, you know, we have a lot of people from the West Coast here, but everybody loves Ithaca Beer on the East Coast. But tell everybody a little bit about Ithaca Beer, what you guys are drinking.
So right now I'm drinking Creeker. It's one of our staff's favorites. It's a double IPA we just released for the first time since 2018.
Oh, wow.
And then I'll let them talk about what they're drinking.
Oh, no.
We'll let Mel go first.
Everyday Haze. This is a favorite of a lot of our guests. This is a hazy IPA. It's very juicy. It's got a lot of fruit to it. I love it. Jimbo over here.
All right.
Brand new blackberry sour coming out this month in a brand new box of sours mixed pack with 3 other mixed sours.
I'm a big sour guy. It takes a lot to go. I love sours. And you guys are also known for the Flower Power IPA, which actually I think that came out after I was on the East Coast because I'm in California now. But the Flower Power IPA is kind of like your guys' staple. And a lot of people always like to talk about, you know, the beers that are like the popular ones. And so I have a funny question I like to ask brewers, and that is, what's like a beer that you guys were like it just didn't work out? Was there ever anything that Ithaca Beer Company was like, this is a drain pour, we can't actually, we can't give this to our customers? Because your beers are delicious. Was there ever anything where you guys were like, yeah, no, this didn't work out, or something you thought would be delicious and just wasn't as good?
There's been a couple, but thankfully we decided not to release those.
And you're with you're
and get done. So
very cool, awesome. So yeah, and I just like to get right down to business because I have a little something that I call beer math, and that's when you order when you go to the brewery or the restaurant or the brew pub, you order the highest alcohol percentage beer for the cheapest price. So, and I don't want to get you guys in trouble, but what is the highest alcohol content ABV beer that you guys produce at Ithaca Beer Company?
Currently, that we have on draft,
Anything distributed on draft?
It's an imperial stout that's 11.2.
Ooh, nice. 11.2. That's amazing.
Imperial stout. It's very good.
Nice.
I
Very
chugged
awesome.
that.
Oh, nice. Yeah, guys, please jump in, drinking buddies. If you have any questions for Ithaca Beer Company, this is wide open. Please jump in with some good questions. I think I got one more thing I wanted to ask you guys. Oh, so obviously with everything this past year, with the pandemic, breweries have been inventing a lot of different ways in order to get beer out there. And I was just wondering, like, what have you guys come up with any kind of cool things to get beer to your customers? And I actually had an idea, and this is specifically for people in Ithaca, New York. If you guys were going to distribute your beer with and send it, maybe have like a delivery service that has a beer and a DP dough, and you could get that out to everybody. Because I would get that in California. I'd have that shipped over. If you had an Ithaca beer paired with like a DP dough, like one of the Buffalo zones, like, oh my God.
Has peanut butter sandwiches.
Very cool. But yeah, how's everything? So you guys, your power was just out. We didn't know if you guys were going to be able to make it tonight. But so thank you so much for being here. So yeah, things have been rough, but I think the beer will help us persevere. So
Yeah.
cheers to New York beers.
We like to say we're adaptable.
Yes.
Yeah.
When the power goes out, we can find a way to.
We figure it out.
Yeah.
When the power goes out, we figure it out. Also,
Nice. There you go. There should be a new slogan. Awesome.
We have guests. I heard you use the word customer, and I don't like that. We have guests.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, beer lovers, beer clients. No, beer. Yeah, thank you.
Beer
Yes.
family.
Family.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like guests in our home.
I sit in front of a computer and I drink my beer, so I don't know. I need to get more guests to come drink with. That's why you guys are here.
Really
This is
do.
all a ploy to have guests to drink beer with. So, drinking buddies, beer goals, drinking buddies. You guys have any questions for the Ithaca Beer Company? This is one of the best breweries on the East Coast. These guys make an amazing apricot wheat, flower power, and an 11% beer. The Beer Freaks. Let's go to the beer Freaks. You guys have some questions?
Yeah, what's up, guys? So I got a question. What is like the weirdest beer you have made or want to make? Because I love the weird stuff, dude.
We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Use the glass. Go up. Use the glass. As a.
Can you hear me now, though?
I can hear him.
I can hear someone.
Yep, we can
I
hear
can hear
you now.
that now.
So if I get here, you can hear me, huh?
I can hear you normal. Just sit back in the chair.
Okay.
We've already been drinking too much. The night is early, friends.
Ithaca, can you guys hear me okay?
We don't drink, so.
All right,
Can
go
you-
ahead. Ask your question. Ask your question, Beer Freaks.
Okay. What's the weirdest beer that you guys have ever made or want to make?
I'm having trouble.
You said the weirdest beer that you've ever had. What did you say? Weirdest beer that you've ever wanted to make or made?
Or
at
made,
the brewery?
You would know.
I won't say weirdest, but most interesting beer. Probably a smoked wheat sour we made before. That was really neat. It was like a really low ABV beer, like only 3.2%, but it smelled super smoky, but tasted sour. It completely messed with your palate. You had no idea what you were having. That was really, really unique.
Get them curveballs in there.
Yeah.
What's going on?
That's probably that, and there was once the chocolate oranges you have at the holidays. There was a chocolate orange sour, and that was really also interesting because it was like a sour beer, but it was dark, but also had those roasty notes to it as well. That beer was super,
Roasty notes.
just super bizarre, but really, really good. Those are probably the two most crazy beers I've ever had here.
Nice. Cool. Awesome, man. If you can hear me, awesome. If not, thumbs up.
Very cool, guys. Awesome, very cool. So let's see. Those are some great beers. you mentioned you're just coming out with a new sour beer. So talk a little bit about that. Like, what actually makes the beer like sour? What is too sour?
So the sours we're coming out with, these are all Berliner Weisses. So they're not, I wouldn't say too sour. They're just sour enough. So they're all kettle sours. But in the grain steep there, using acidulated malt to allow the souring process to happen. And then all getting fruited. So this one, blackberry sour, getting blackberry. Tart cherry coming out as well. Tropical fruit sour with a different blend of tropical fruits. And then sort of
very cool.
On the lines of like what you would imagine like an Arnold Palmer tasting like. So like a little bit of lemon notes, a little bit of black tea. So a really awesome beer.
That sounds delicious. Well, all right. If anybody else has any other questions for the Ithaca Beer Company, again, I can't recommend enough. If you guys are on the East Coast, if you guys are trading beers elsewhere, please check out the Ithaca Beer Company. My first craft beer love got me off the big brands into craft beer when I was just a impressionable college student. So everybody, let's all the way from California, from all our friends here, cheers to Ithaca beers and New York beers. All right, guys, cheers. Hey, if you can stick around.
Cheers. Yes, I'm from Colorado.
Cheers, guys. Yes. Yeah, I don't know, Sam, cheers. If you wanted to do the wheel of beer right now, we can set that up. Other than that, let's check in Colorado Beer Hunter, man. What are you drinking?
Well, I'm now drinking. I just went to them like the Knotted Root. I'll tell you what, they're. Well, I'm gonna butcher this name. Monsodium glutamate IPA. These guys are awesome.
Very cool, man. That sounds delicious. So Tom, the Colorado Beer Hunter, hunting and pelting and destroying beers across Colorado. He has an awesome beer goal of drinking at every brewery. Is it every brewery? Every brewery in Colorado. And he helps me finish.
Trying to hit every brewery in Colorado.
So for those of you that don't know, at beer goals, we set different beer goals. And my beer goal is to drink 50 beers in each state. 2,550 beers across America. It's 50 in each state. And for you math nerds, that's including Washington, D.C. And so Tom helped me finish my 50 beers in Colorado recently. Now he's also helping me with Wyoming. But I just love the fact that he is going to every brewery in the state of Colorado. And in most states, that's not that many. But for Colorado, that's a lot of breweries. So you're up to like 400 now?
Yeah, Colorado has 426 the last time I looked.
Wow.
I'm just about halfway there. I've still got a lot to go. Tailgating, I've seen you out of a few. So yeah, no, it's a hefty goal, but I'm on my way. I'm hunting it.
That's amazing. Cheers to Colorado beers and setting some amazing beer goals. Awesome, buddy. Very cool. All right, we're going to come back. I want to go to, let's see. Oh, Delaware Brew Trail. Delaware Brew Trail. We got Joe from Delaware Brew Trail, I think, in the orange, right? There we are. Hey, how are you? Cheers. Cheers to Delaware. Cheers. So, speaking of, thank you for joining us. As I was saying, one of my beer goals is to drink 50 beers in each state. And one of the biggest questions I actually get is, how are you going to complete that beer goal in some of the smaller states? Like Delaware, 50 beers, there's probably like 50 people, right? So tell everybody, dispute this, and tell everybody about the amazing, what you do. Tell us a little bit about the Delaware Brew Trail and what you're drinking tonight.
I'll start off with what I'm drinking. It's a beer, a brewery, almost probably the closest brewery to me. Midnight Oil. It's called Luna.
Very cool.
Chocolate-covered strawberry stout.
Oh, that sounds
That's very
delicious.
tasty.
I've got a great
Very
stout
tasty.
right now too from California. This N Brewing, brewed with the coffee beans from the California Coffee Republic. So I'm drinking a stout right with you. I think that adding the strawberry to that sounds delicious. I can't get enough of these
It is.
combinations. So tell us.
It is really good.
The Delaware Brew Trail. So this is is this a trail of breweries that you've actually mapped out in Delaware, like places that people can go and find you on Facebook and check out all these awesome breweries of Delaware?
Yeah, it's basically just a hobby of mine. I don't make money off of this, but people have expensive hobbies. My hobby is beer. So
yeah, that's right. That's how we do it.
I threw a website together. I have a map that actually has all the breweries within like driving distance of Delaware. We're talking South Jersey, all the way out to Central PA, Maryland, DC, Northern Virginia. I use the map myself sometimes if I go on a road trip. Drive a few hours, and the best road trip I had, I hit 10 breweries in about 12 hours.
Wow!
And, it was up and down
you have like a bus with like a driver. That sounds amazing. I've done that. It's called the Beer Bus. They do that in San Diego, and you're done. I can't drink Green Flash Brewing out of San Diego. When I taste that, it reminds me of doing 10 breweries in a day. I don't even think I did 10. Wow, that's crazy. That's a beer goal right there. Cheers to you, my friend. That's amazing. So what is
I'm actually a partner in a local brew tour company, and I'm the tour guide, the tour ambassador. And it's mostly northern Delaware right now, but with the pandemic, we kind of had to shut down for about the last year. We're looking forward to reopening, but like every week, we'd hit 3 or 4 places. There's also distilleries, wineries, etc. So like my favorite tour is we hit two breweries and a distillery in one day, and the distillery is the 3rd stop out of 3. And
wow,
the ride home on the bus, it's about a half an hour, 45 minutes. It's an interesting ride after people hit the distillery.
I can't imagine.
But Delaware has about. It is. Delaware has a number of breweries, but you might have to hit like a couple of beers to get that 50 goal. I could definitely recommend.
How many breweries you got?
Everybody knows Dogfish.
Oh, we got a question. We got a question. How many breweries does Delaware have? Do you know?
It's right now, I believe it's about 28, but there's a couple more on the horizon. There's a couple that have opened recently, but like Delaware is a small state, as everybody knows. You can go north to south in about an hour and a half.
Well, that's what I found though. If there's a small town, there's a brewery in it these days. So you know what? When I do my 50 Delaware beers, I'm coming to you, Joe. We're going on the Delaware Brew Trail. We're gonna make it happen. Okay, top best brewery, your favorite brewery in all of Delaware. Go.
Ooh, that's a tough one. I would say probably Blue Earl Brewing. They're in the central part of the state, and they have an emphasis on music. The titles, the names of the beers reflect different things musically, but the beers are just phenomenal.
That's awesome. I love that.
I have one actually. You'll love this. Nut sauce.
Nut sauce. Uh-oh. Nice.
It's a 14% Imperial peanut butter stout. I had one the other night, and I posted up and told everybody good night. I'm drinking this beer, and literally it was the last beer that night.
Wow. Well, cheers for 14% beers, and cheers to Delaware beers. Thank you so much, Joe. Everybody check out on Facebook, the Delaware, the DE Brew Trail. And if you're on the East Coast, go check out Brewery Beers of Delaware. Cheers to Delaware. All right, guys. All right, Sam, let's check in with everybody, and let's check out Let's check Hops and Brews, man. John, how you doing?
Oh.
Hops and Brews.
I'm
I'm excited
doing
to
good.
talk to you, man. I'm excited. Yeah, we got to switch that out, Sam. But Hops and Brews, everybody check out Hops and Brews.
Yeah.
You're up in Oregon, and
Yeah.
I'm actually I love all the videos you've been churning out. You do some of the greatest beer content as a beer content creator. I love your videos, and I actually now you told me a weird and a strange beer goal of your own that you're doing, if I may. That you're doing that we actually happen to be doing this month. Now, normally you would be drinking a delicious craft beer with us, but tell everybody about what you're doing right now. What's your thing going on?
So usually I do every year, 1 month out of the year, I do a beer diet. Last year I did low calorie, and this year I'm doing non-alcoholic. So I don't get to drink alcohol all month. So I'm exploring the world of non-alcoholic beers. So I'm having Lagunitas non-alcoholic IPA.
That you are a brave man. Now, I don't like to, if people for whatever reason like to drink the NAs, as Sam would call them, the NAs, then that's cool. But someone gave me one recently this past year, and I just drank it just to like taste it. And and I'm not one of those people like big beer, you got to pour it down the drink. I'm like, whatever, I'll drink a beer. Someone hands me a free beer. I couldn't fit. I honestly could not do it. It was just not. It wasn't beer. It was just like it was like a gross soda water. It was just like So
yeah.
Okay, how many have you had so far?
I've had a lot of domestics. I probably had at least a 24 pack, just because I can just drink them because there's nothing in it.
It's just soda, yeah.
It's like 40 calories of beer, so it's nothing. But yeah, I'm working my way through a bunch of craft stuff. I actually got some non-alcoholic spirits I'm going to be taking a look at.
There's a variety pack of non-alcoholic. Wow.
Yeah.
That's the whole world you've uncovered.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Surprisingly, the more and more I dug, the more and more I found. And there seems to be a growing market right now for it. So I thought, heck, might as well do it.
How much? So I read somewhere once that there's actually a little bit of alcohol in non-alcoholic beer. Is that true, or is that just like the 5%?
So there's two types. You can classify a non-alcoholic beer by it being 0.5% or less, and then there are certain ones that advertise as 0% alcohol. Budweiser, Heineken, they both have 0% alcohol. The cool thing, I did find this out. It is completely legal to drive with those. You can just drink and drive with your beer.
You just have it open, like
sorry, officer, this is it. I did this at work. I just cracked open a beer at work and just started drinking in my office, and then cracked open a beer while I was driving. It's like, this is fine.
Do you think if you drank enough of it, it would actually give you like a buzz or maybe a little something?
I did the math.
You did the math.
Of course it did. It takes 20 beers to equal 1 beer.
Wow.
So
okay, here's a challenge. Here's a beer goal for you. Try to drink enough non-alcoholic beers to actually like you get a breathalyzer or maybe.
I would.
You just be drinking like all day.
I would. Yeah. I don't think I could drink it fast enough. I think I'd just like pee out the alcohol by the time I even get to like number 20.
Exactly. Yeah, that'd be tough. What other videos you got going on? Do you have any other fun?
I have that. I have Lagunitas also came out with some THC beers, so I'm going to be reviewing those. Next year or next month, I have a lot more interesting stuff. I still got to do more of those old beers. So the last time I talked to you.
I love that so much. So we did a Drinking Buddies, and you came on, and you drank a beer. I think it was from 1975. It was older than me, and I'm not that young. It was like an old beer. It was
1972, yeah.
Wow. And so you drank a beer from the 70s.
That was horrible.
And watching you drink it, I almost vomited. I was just like, that is so disgusting.
It was.
You're a brave soul. What's more disgusting, the 1970s beer or the non-alcoholic?
Honestly, it takes about 3 days, and then it's like, I'm numb to the flavor of these. So I'm just like,
What beer was the 1970s beer?
I have a 1970s and a 1969 Henry Weinhardt's. I have a 6-pack and a 12-pack of each.
Wow.
And then I have some old canned beers too from the 70s.
But the one you opened it and it had like mold on the bottom of the cap.
Yeah. Yeah. That was the 72 Henry Weinhardt's. It was a twist top.
Oh,
So it was run number 12.
gross, man. Well, dude, anybody got any questions for John from Hops and Brews, man? Say cheers. Oh, you're in Oregon, right? Cheers to Oregon beers.
Not so much a question, but this is the oldest beer I have. 4077 mash beer.
Oh yeah, I almost bought a couple of those. I think you can get a couple of like a 24 pack for like $12 here.
So you guys are actually because I love like we saw up top, we saw CT do a chug. So there's like the chug community, and I love all the subcultures of craft beer. And then I discovered that there's the old beer community, which is what we just talked about, is the drinking beers that are like decades old and haven't been opened. So is that like a thing? Are there like groups on Facebook like, oh man, this is like we're into like drinking old beers?
I haven't seen any of that. I've seen just like, hey, I collect them, but I've never seen drinking them.
Like, okay, so people collect them, not necessarily drinking them. All right.
I want to drink them, so
I'm the only weirdo that's like, you gotta drink it, do it. Very cool, man. Very cool. So cheers to old beers. Cheers to Oregon, one of my favorite beer drinking states. I completed my 50 beers in Oregon like in a weekend.
I know.
I just showed up and they're like, "Oh, you're done with your 50 beers." I was up there, it was crazy. All right, let's go to Sam. Thank you so much. Cheers, John. Let's go to our friend, the Chai Beer Guy, Brady, the Chai Beer Guy. So good to see you, man. We can bring him up. There he is. All right.
What's going on, buddy?
You've been with us since the beginning, since the first world's largest virtual beer toast. And everybody check out the Chai Beer Guy on Facebook and Twitter. And tell us what you're drinking. What's going on with you, my friend?
Awesome. I'm doing well. I'm happy to be a part of this for the third year in a row. So thank you. Can you guys hear me okay? I want to make sure you can hear me okay.
Yeah, we can hear
I'm
you,
sitting outside. We finally have some good weather here in Chicago. On the in the Midwest, we're not exactly known for our weather, but we've got some good weather out here. I'm sitting in at my workplace. I'm managing a Cultivate community table, so I'm part of this awesome group. We do a lot of farm to table type food,
nice.
In addition to some excellent local craft beer options.
That's
right
awesome.
now, I'm sipping on Riverlands out of St. Charles, Illinois. So one of our Chicagoland breweries, St. Charles, Dean Street is just a New England style IPA. I know everybody's going crazy over them. It's been a long time since I've actually had one. Normally for something like this, I'd be drinking a lager, but right now I think the weather called for something on the fruitier side, on the citrusy side. So nice and crisp tasting. I'm happy to be a part of this, and
awesome, buddy.
And cheers to everybody here.
Cheers to Chicago beers, man. That's so great. So the first year we're gonna get up, we're gonna go cheers from Los Angeles to Chicago to the East Coast, and we're just gonna get bigger and better each year. Hopefully by next year everybody's gonna be at a brewery. I hope to be at a brewery in California next year for the 4th annual World's Largest Virtual Beer Toast. So thanks so much, Brady. It's great to have you. And Chai Beer Guy. All right. Is that Ithaca Brewing? What are they? Are they down? Are they out by a fire right now? Oh, that is the most Ithaca thing I've ever seen. That's great. Cheers, guys. You're by a fire in the woods. I love it. I love it. Very cool. Cheers. Yeah. All right. Very cool. Oh, all right. So the Beer Freaks are at a brewery in Las Vegas called Mojave Brewing. So cheers to Mojave Brewing. Very cool. Tell us about that, Beer Freaks. Tell us about what you guys are drinking.
Yeah. So we are at Mojave Brewing in Las Vegas, Nevada. Actually, technically Henderson, but close enough.
I love Henderson.
Yes. And we are, we're actually in the vault right now. So that's why we have this weird background. There's this little vault.
Nice.
And it's in this weird room. that looks kind of like a living room.
Oh.
And we got to be like VIPs tonight somehow.
You're in the champagne beer room of right? You're in Las Vegas. There has to be a champagne room, but at a brewery, it's like it's not what you think. It's just dudes drinking beer, right?
Yes. But yeah, I'm drinking. This is a cask. It's a cask. What was this one?
I don't remember what you.
I don't remember either. I'm pretty sure it's
good,
a stout. It's a little warm because it wasn't like in a cask. But I have Stu just got me a new one.
Yeah, Trappist.
What's this
Stout.
one?
Trappist Stout.
Trappist Stout.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
that sounds delicious.
And I have a Belgian Tripel, which is apparently about 12%. So very excited. And and Phil, just wanted to say, man, thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Thanks for being on the podcast.
Heck yeah, dude.
That podcast is probably like one of our favorites of all time.
Oh, thank you so much, man.
You
Thank you
were a
very
blast.
much.
You know,
Awesome.
usually when we have to do it over Zoom, it's not as much fun, you know, than have it like versus having someone actually come into the Derek's Man Cave. But man, it was you.
Oh, you guys were great. Everybody check out the Beer Freaks podcast. Where can you be found? Facebook? Where can you guys be found? Find the Beer Freaks to listen to?
Yeah, everywhere, man. We're on Spotify. You can ask Alexa to play Beer Freaks podcast.
Oh, that's awesome. Very cool.
Everywhere.
Just make sure you ask for Phil's episode.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Cheers. That's great, man. Thank you guys so much. Very cool.
I do have to say real quick, my favorite beer here at Mojave, if you guys come out, it's a raspberry pepper beer. It is fantastic. Fantastic.
Raspberry pepper. Wow. That's like, what are they going to do next?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, cheers, guys. All right, we're gonna check out the Beer Freaks. And Sam, are we ready for the Wheel of Beer? So we're gonna still do the Wheel of Beer. You guys remember this? We've got the Wheel of Beer. So the other week, our beer goal was to drink. You guys can see this with the Wheel of Drinks, and you get to pick what drink you're gonna drink. So you spin it, boop, beer, and now our good friend Sam at the Viral Media Network has created a digital Wheel of Drinks. Now, this is a cool beer goal. Sam, take it away. Put up the Wheel of Drinks.
Absolutely. Thank you. And please stand by. Let's see. Where do we want to go?
Wheel of Drinks. There we go.
All right. Can you see it? All right. Let's spin it. Please stand by. All right. So just so you know, let's go over the categories. We've got Chug a Beer, Shotgun a Beer, if anyone's got a can, Water Break, which is the womp womp. You see, there's only one. Waterfall, and if you guys, I'll take you through that if you guys don't know what that is. Take a sip, which is just a drink, and then I never, which the game is you say something I never, and if you have done it, then you take a drink. So let's get back to waterfalling. Whoever gets the waterfall starts the drink, and we'll just do it. Actually, we'll just have Phil start it since he's on the top. We'll have Phil start it, and then he starts drinking. And then you gotta spin it. Yeah, I'll spin it. But so everyone knows what a waterfall. Everyone's waterfalled before, right? We know what a waterfall is, all right?
No, this is only you, Sam.
All right, here we go. Oh, hold on. Oh, there's a little bit of a delay here. I think we went. Oh no, we're good now. Okay.
Woo!
I gotta get to. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Spin.
Spin, spin, spin.
Stand by, stand by. It's loading. I thought I had it queued.
I'll take a tea.
Oh.
Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. That's
sorry,
right.
I got multiple tabs open and I'm trying to get it all together. So,
all right, we're giving it a second, Sam. Then we're coming back
here
to
we
the
go.
Wheel of Drinks. Here we go.
All right, there is a little bit of a delay.
Wheel of Drinks. It's
here it comes. Oh, let me take this off. Don't forget to hashtag. Don't forget to hashtag beer goals. Don't forget to hashtag National Beer Day.
Hashtag beer the world together.
Yeah, absolutely. So
let us know in the comments
what spin, I just again want to thank everyone, and I just want to put it out there that I know we're going through a tough time. We're kind of on the curve. People are getting vaccinated. This COVID thing has been crazy over the last year, and I just want to thank Phil and everyone involved. That I think this is a great opportunity for all of us to just come together with a beer. Woo! And celebrate together. Even if you don't drink beer, if you drink cider, if you got shots, or if non-alcoholic, that's fine too. So cheers to everybody. Thank you so much for joining us.
Guys.
Let me just check this spin. It's supposed to be spinning. There's a bit of a delay.
It's a long delay. So excuse me for that. I don't know why it's delayed so long. I think it's because, we're just maxed out on the internet stream. So
it's all good. Why don't we go to we'll do some weird beer news, dude.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll take some comments from people, check in with people.
I'll keep it in the multi-view, so you'll be able to see it. We'll spin it, and then we'll just go back to it. So
all right.
We're just going to have to pick one randomly.
Yeah, just pick it, dude. Or I'll do the,
He had a paper plate. I'm like, no, let's do this fancy graphic. And of course, that's how it always happens. So take it away with
the weird most functional.
I have to be like Jimmy Fallon, where it's like next segment.
Next segment. That's right. We're keeping it good. We have. I don't know if you guys saw this. So speaking, Sam was just mentioning, everything happening. Right now, people are getting vaccinated, and there's actually a beer company, a brewery is offering 10-cent beers when you show your ID card that you got vaccinated. This is a brewery in Cleveland. The Market Garden Brewery is offering 10-cent beers to the first 2,021 people who show a COVID-19 vaccine certificate. So that's kind of, I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you guys, like, maybe there's people that were like, you know what, I wasn't going to get the vaccine, but you know what, I'm going to get a free beer, 10 or not free, I guess 10 cents, because they still have to charge. There's like a law, like you have to charge money for a beer. What's funny is I don't know if they did this on purpose, but if you guys know, there's a history of 10-cent beer night in Cleveland. This is a Cleveland brewery, and they actually had, I guess the Cleveland Indians, like in the 70s, had 10-cent beer night. And what happened was all the fans just like went and got like demolished on 10-cent beers. They had to forfeit the game against the opponent because basically the fans were rioting on 10-cent beers. So I don't know. Hopefully things go better with the 10-cent COVID promotion. What do you guys think? Is this a good idea? 10-cent beer with your vaccination?
Hey,
anybody?
I'm okay spending a couple bucks on a beer.
You want to spend a couple bucks? You don't want to?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay.
You're good.
Maybe in like 20 years, I'll do the vaccine. Not right now.
Hey, where can I get my fake ID?
I'm just gonna Photoshop Stu's vaccination card.
Nice. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Anything that encourages it, but 10-cent beers might be a little much. I don't know. Very cool. So, Sam, we want to do some beer trivia. You guys are all beer experts, so I like to do a little bit of beer trivia. It might be corny, but let's see. I don't think we did that yet.
True.
True. Yeah, just keep drinking. They're all true. Okay, so beer trivia. We have the world's greatest beer experts with us, so let's have some beer trivia. Scientific studies show that the shape of a glass influences what with your beer? So A is the temperature, B is the head augmentation, C is taste and smell, or D, the color of the beer.
C.
Taste and smell? You guys all say C. So, all right. I thought this as well. According to my sources, it's actually has most to do with the head. That's according to my sources. Don't murder me. What do you guys
There's
think?
nothing wrong with head.
Well, it actually allows the head to create, which allows the aroma to happen more effectively for each beer style. So it doesn't change the smell, but it allows your body to perceive it more because of the head generation.
Okay.
I'm going to change that wiki post right now.
So like a tall, skinny Pilsner glass is made to draw the bubbles through the whole beverage and create a tall head, whereas like a flute is better for like a yeasty because it re-aims the head more towards your nose. So while you smell it more, it doesn't change the aroma. It just allows you to smell what's currently there properly.
Okay. So it's the answer. They're both true. They're both true. Cheers to that. I love that. That's great. I like that because I always thought like, yeah, it's like the smell, like you get a nose on it, and then it's like, but now that makes sense. That makes sense. Cool. All right. Let's check in. All right, Luke with Tailgating Challenge. What are you drinking? Oh, there you go. You got another beer, or you reload?
Well, I mean, this is going to sound kind of wimpy, but I got a hopped up grapefruit kombucha as well, going kind of back and forth with the beer. So doing a couple of different things, trying to keep it healthy on a school night, and while still celebrating a little bit too.
I love that. The kombucha, you got to balance it out. Yeah, I got to take a little sip of my Bud Light right here.
Hey, speaking of school night, there you go, Baylor Bears.
Hey, it was a great game that they played on Monday, so that was fun. So we stayed up late celebrating that one. So yeah, Baylor rocked them.
Very cool. All right, cheers to John Mark. All right,
well, Luke, real quick, for those that don't know, tell us a little bit about the Tailgating Challenge. And I know you got a whole YouTube channel and followers and stuff. So tell us about the origin story and how it started.
Sure. I'll give a quick thing, not to monopolize too much time. Founded it in 2012, have a passion for tailgating and for business. Work with over 600 companies now. Got tons of awesome videos out there showing off all the cool new products that arrive at the house more often than my wife likes sometimes with all the boxes that show up. But everything from motorized coolers to remote control coolers to growlers to koozies, just tons of stuff all over the place. It's fun. I just found a National Yard Games Day, so my beer goal, Phil, is going to be to have a beer made for National Yard Games Day that's going to be on the first day of summer annually, which is on Father's Day this year on June 20th. So if anybody can hook me up with somebody that'll make a National Yard Games Day beer, hit me up and let's make it happen.
That sounds amazing. That is a great beer goal. A National Yard Games.
Hey, I need to hook you up with Outer Range. They've got a yard. I can't remember what it is, but it's an IPA. But it's a like Green Yard IPA. I'll hook you up.
All right, hit me a message, man. Let's do it.
Awesome, man. Well, keep us posted, please. Cheers to Tailgating Challenge. You can make some great videos, some great stuff. Everybody check out Tailgating Challenge and let us know. I want to try. You guys send me some of those. I want to try your official Tailgating Challenge. What is it? Yard Day?
National Yard Games Day. So basically getting out and playing all the fun games that we get to play. And Phil, what I want from you is that beer pillow, because I feel like that is a fun video waiting to happen.
Dude, I will make some beer pillows with you. Everybody check out the #beer pillow. Yes. If we made an official, you know what my beer goal, my dream would be? I'm going to declare this here on National Beer Day as part of the world's largest virtual beer toast. I want a beer pillow beer, like an official beer that you pour into your beer pillow. That would be my dream. I would be done. I'd be like, all right, here I am. This is my life has been accomplished. Awesome. I don't know where I'm going with this, but cheers. Very cool, guys. Awesome. All right. I was going to try to take some comments. I want to try to see. We were originally said, if you're just joining us, this is the 3rd annual world's largest virtual beer toast. And we are cheersing with people all over the country and all over the world. I want to try to get a cheers from as many people as possible in every state and every continent. So post a picture or a comment of what beer you're drinking and where you're from with the #BeerGoals, #BeerTheWorldTogether. So let's see, Sam, are we able to pull up some comments here from some folks around the country? It looks like we got a lot of comments, but I'm having trouble seeing them.
Yeah, let me check. Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. I know we've been getting some likes because I've been getting some chimes there. Let me load up the page myself. So I think while we're doing that, I think we might be ready for another trivia thing. But let me
yeah, we can do some not weird beer news, weird beer trivia. Yeah, I'm combining.
Yeah, let me just check the stream, make sure we're getting the feed. Not quite ready. If you want to do another weird beer news, or is there anyone we haven't interviewed yet? I think Journey-of-Brews. We
did. Yeah, we can talk to CT. I always love talking to CT. Cheers for Florida beers.
Or do you want to do a weird beer news?
I'm trying to find weird beer news.
CT, you're the
man. Let's do another chug. Let's do it. Oh.
That's not a chug. That's a shot.
I know. You tried to teach me. We have a great video. CT tried to teach me how to chug, and I'm a failure.
I can't.
All right, well, I have a toast. I have a toast that I actually learned in Spain. That's really nice. So everyone repeats after me. You could do it in Spanish. because I learned it in Spanish, but I'll do it in English. For those of you that don't habla español. Okay, so you just raise your glass and you go never above you.
Never above you.
Never below you.
Never below you.
Always beside you.
Always beside you.
Cheers.
Beside you. All right.
Cheers, guys.
And so this is I'm going to go on a little bit of a beer rant because I am a beer guy, but I'm not a beer blogger or anything. I'm a broadcaster. But my favorite beer is the Samuel Smith Nut Brown or the Organic Chocolate Stout. When I go into a brewery, I see 8 IPAs and no browns and maybe a stout or 2. So I advocate for the night. Like Boone Amber Ale is my wheelhouse. It's got a nice hoppy after finish taste, but it's got that nice maltiness that just quenches your thirst. Anderson Valley Summer Solstice is a great one. That one tastes like an orange creamsicle. And I know there's a couple other out there. I know there's a brewery out of San Diego that does a California Dreamin' one that's quite delicious. So cheers. Even if you do like IPAs, I don't hold it against you. It's just not my personal choice, and I just want to put that out there that the more nut browns, the more quality malty beers, I'll be coming to your brewery soon.
All right, cheers.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a good nut brown. I mean, those are great beers.
Cheers. Yeah, Sam loves his nut browns. Speaking of nut browns, I don't have a nut brown. I am going to be drinking my second beer, which I'm cracking with. This is from our friends in Canada. Cheers for Canada beers. If we have anybody in Canada, please cheers to you. This is from Steamworks Brewing. Steam brewed. This is the North by Northwest IPA. This is actually a pretty good. It's like a hazy. I didn't even get that there. Try to pour. It's always nerve-wracking pouring on camera, so you don't mess it up. There we go. That is like aggressively hoppy with a nice little citrus.
So are you sure that's a hazy IPA? Look at that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's pretty clear.
Yeah,
that is a West Coast right there, buddy.
It's not a hazy. I thought it was. I had it before. I mixed it up with there was another one they had that was a hazy, but this is their Northwest IPA. There we go. Thanks for letting me know, CT. Keeping it honest. All right. Woo. Oh wow, we have Beer Freaks say we have someone from Mojave Brewing here. Yeah, let's talk to them. Let's go. If we can go to the Beer Freaks, Sam. We've got somebody from Nevada, Mojave Brewing.
Yeah, bring them on.
Bring them on. There we go. Oh, wow.
What's up? Yeah, Stu's just getting there right now. So, yeah, if you want to give us just a couple minutes.
A couple minutes.
I make sure it was cool first. So.
Okay, I'm going to, you know what, Sam? I'm going to go to this weird beer news number 3. We have, if you guys heard this crazy story, so last week was April Fool's Day, and just like everybody, the craft beer community was getting in on the April Fool's action. So Boiler Brewery in Lincoln, Nebraska decided to take comments from the internet, which is always a good idea. And they got a bunch of comments saying just like a bunch of random ingredients and like, we'll make that into a beer. So they ended up with the hot sauced, barrel-aged chili and cinnamon roll pastry sour as part of an April Fool's joke. But the joke was on them because they actually brewed this beer. And then they brewed it. But what's weird is I've actually heard of beers kind of not that different than a hot sauced, barrel-aged chili and cinnamon roll pastry stout. Would you guys drink that? I don't know. What's the weirdest beer you guys have ever heard of?
I would try it. Yeah, you got to try it.
I would try it all day. Cheers to that. I would try it all day.
I'm going to try every beer I can, but I'm not going to enjoy it.
That's right. That's right.
Exactly.
I'm not going to enjoy it.
Dude,
I will drink it.
Have you guys ever tried the Kung Pao IPA from Artisanal Waters?
No,
Artisanal does all those weird beers, and then Martin House tries to do the exact same ones. It's hilarious.
I got to tell you though, the Kung Pao beer does not taste what it sounds like, but it ain't bad. It's actually it's just got a little spicy kick to it. I would recommend it if you see it, but it sounds disgusting.
Are the beer? Oh yeah, Beer Freaks. Let us know.
Speaking of Martin House, I had their hot Cheeto beer. I don't know if anybody's done that before, but that was kind of different.
Whoa, hot Cheeto! sounds like it would burn your throat. Just like, oh, like I'm drinking.
It was in the back end, but it was still. I mean, it was a sour. So yeah, I'm still working on sours, but that was kind of different.
That sounds like acid reflux.
I'm just looking at some of the comments. So cheers to Carol drinking an Stone F plus B IPA. Let me see if we got who do we got here. Let's see. Trying to see the comments. Yeah, cheers to Carol. I'm having trouble seeing the comments. Sam, if we can bring up any of the comments, that would be cool. Yeah, but what are the weirdest beer? I actually had a chili pepper beer in New Mexico, drinking my 50 New Mexico beers, and that was like a spicy beer. Is weird. So yeah, I don't know.
Do you remember who it was? Chili Line does a lot of New Mexico chili beers that are actually not bad.
I think it was the Desert. I think it was called the maybe. I'm gonna have to look it up. It was definitely like Desert Brewing in New Mexico. Let's see, Bobby Bierman. Cheers to Bobby Bierman. Toasting with a Founders CBS from 2019. Not many of these left, but I wanted to break one out for this event. Awesome. Cheer. Hashtag Beer the World Together. Awesome, Bobby. Thank you so much. Cheers to Bobby Bierman. It's got an appropriate name.
Is his last name really Bierman?
Oh, it's his birth name on his birth certificate.
Fantastic.
That is, dude.
He was destined for this night.
Free beer all the time to that guy.
I don't know if that's his proper name.
Cheers to him.
Cheers to
anybody burps, you got to drink.
All right, I'm checking out the comments. Let's see. Santa Ana, California gives a shout out. Quebec, Canada.
Cheers. All right.
Cheers to Quebec. Today we started with Montucky Cold Snack.
Montucky Cold Snack. All right.
I'm not sure what that means. Someone that's a little more versed in the different.
I think that's a famous beer up there. If I'm not mistaken, is it? Montucky.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it is. It's one to drink in the morning.
Yeah.
That's
we
awesome.
had a Canadian on our show once. We know all about this stuff. We're basically experts now.
Very cool. So we're almost going to have the Nevada Brewing Mojave. You said it was the Mojave Brewing. Are they going to be with us soon?
I think they got slammed. It's like a huge line out there right
Apparently
now.
national beer.
They just got slammed. Very cool. Very cool. Well, guys, I just want to go around again.
And that's
Brady,
it right there.
What's that? Yeah. Cheers. All right. Cheers, you guys. Everybody in the comments, thank you so much. All my Beer Goals drinking buddies, everybody in Beer Goals group who's been posting every day. Cheers. Thank you so much for participating. Happy National Beer Day. I want to thank my buddy Sam Jack with Viral Media Network for doing an awesome job putting this together. Cheers to Sam up in
great job, Sam,
California, drinking those beers. Want to thank CT in Florida with Journey-of-Brews. Thank you so much. I want to thank the Beer Freaks in Nevada for being. Everybody go check out the Beer Freaks podcast. Tom, Colorado Beer Hunter. Cheers, buddy, for Colorado beers. Thank you so much for helping me get to my 50 Colorado beers beer goal. Got Joe
Cheers,
in
buddy.
Delaware. So we're coast. We got California. We got the middle of the country. We got the East Coast. Cheers to Delaware. I've had too many of these. Delaware Beer Trail. There, I can say it now. Cheers to the Delaware Beer Trail. Thank you so much. Everybody go check you out on Facebook, Delaware Beer Trail. I want to give a special thanks to the Ithaca Beer Company, one of my all-time favorite breweries out of Ithaca, New York, for joining us tonight and having a toast with us and telling us about their awesome beers and their awesome new beers. So thank you guys. We can hang out and drink a little more if you guys want, or let's see.
Hey, Phil, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
One, how many beers have you had? I feel like you've been putting them back tonight.
Yeah, like new beers.
You would think this is just my personality. I've had like one.
I love it.
Well done.
I'm just naturally like this. I'm like, people are like, oh, that guy drinks a lot of beer. I'm like, No, it's just the hops are just like in my brain now.
And hey,
yeah,
the other
no, I'm going to be drinking. It's National Beer Day. We are here to celebrate.
you have to. Yeah,
did you guys know? Did I tell you the reason National Beer Day on? So I have this great info here. On this day in 1933, Americans could once again purchase beer for the first time in 13 years, thanks to the Cullen-Harrison Act. Prohibition was over, so we're celebrating the historic day. So for a while, beer still had to be 4%, so that's no good. So go out and celebrate National Beer Day, April 7th, the end of Prohibition, and every year we're going to be doing the world's largest virtual beer toast, and hopefully in years to come, it'll be bigger and better. I want to see next year people at breweries celebrating together in huge crowds, drinking beers, toasting in person. We'll toast from LA to Chicago to Delaware to Germany to France to Belgium to everywhere people drink beer. We're going to be toasting. So thank you guys so much.
We're going to get there.
Yeah.
We're going to get there.
Does anybody have anything else?
And your hashtag, Beer the World Together. Nothing better than that.
Tom, the Colorado Beer Hunter, thank you so much, guys.
That's right.
Hashtag Beer the World Together.
Phil, when you coming out to
quick,
Nevada, because I'll tell you what, how many Nevada beers do you have right now?
I don't know. Well, do I have like in my house? I don't have any, but I've had like probably 2. I haven't had that many. It's weird because
you come out to Vegas, we'll take you to all the breweries, and you will hit your 50 in 2 days.
I would love that. That would be so amazing.
Guaranteed.
Las Vegas beer trip is the greatest thing I've ever heard of. In Colorado.
Hey, all I have to say is bring your family to Disney World, drop them off here in St. Pete, and I'll take care of you for the weekend.
Oh my gosh, Florida beers. I would love so much to drink with you right now. Go on, Florida. That's it. I've got my
Untitled Art. Untitled Art.
Untitled Art?
Untitled Art out of Tallahassee, Florida.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Okay. They're doing some excellent stuff. We have them here in Chicago, so cheers to those guys over there. Real quick, I'm gonna let you guys all go. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I got to get back to it. But thank you, Phil. Thank you, everybody here. CT, Colorado Beer Hunter, Beer Freaks, Sam. You guys did a great job setting this up. This is a great group of people here. I'm really happy to be a part of it. If you guys are ever in Frankfort, Illinois, come by Cultivate right here. Where is it? There it is.
Right there. You got it.
Excellent food. Excellent food. We do everything farm to table, spit roasted meats, some excellent vegan options as well for those people that love that. We do a lot of interesting stuff with local agriculture in the area and an excellent local beer list. In Chicago, we throw it down with the beer. So, and it's not just Chicago, but it's also Chicagoland. A lot of people don't know, but we have our Chicago breweries and we have our Chicagoland breweries, and everybody's just killing it out here. We love our Chicago and Chicagoland brands. But thank you.
Awesome.
Cheers to you guys.
Cheers, Brady.
Cheers.
Chai beer guy. Everybody check out the chai beer guy. Cheers. Thank you so much, guys.
Chai beer guy.
All right. Good to see you.
All right, thank you so much.
I actually had
everyone.
a question.
Thank you,
I actually
Sam.
had a question, if I could, for the Beer Freaks again, because it's more about Reno. I know you guys are based in Las Vegas, but I was surprised. First of all, the old Granite Street Eatery is a great place to eat, but then there's another place. That place was too busy. I couldn't go, so I went to the St. James Brazier, I believe it's called, and I thought it was just a nice restaurant, but it turned out that they're a brewery. I don't know if you guys know more about them, but I guess they have an underwater lake that they brew their beer out of. Have you heard about that?
I have not heard anything about that, but I think we're all about to have a road trip.
Yeah. Reno's great too because it's mellow. It's cheaper and all this kind of stuff. And I've had a fortune of working there a couple times.
We're was that Scissor? No, that's not Scissor. No, like a rivalry. UNLV. In Reno.
Oh, it's like NorCal, SoCal. I'm up here. So I'm up here in the Bay Area. I'm repping Oakland. Phil's repping SoCal, even though he's from Utica, and it's like it's all good. But
from Syracuse,
the Q's
315 Brewing right here. 315.
The Q's. Yeah.
But no, seriously,
yeah.
we'll have to go check that out because beer connects everybody. I'm totally down to go to Reno and do that because I have no idea.
Trip, though.
Yeah, but you think of Reno as just the cheap hotels with the cheap food and all this stuff, but there's actually a great farm to table scene and some breweries there, so we definitely got to check it out. So.
Okay, cool.
It's got a very strong, about to be gentrified vibe up in Reno.
Right.
And Revision Brewing from Reno, highly recommend if you guys have not tried them. One of their best IPAs, Reno as fuck. That's actually what it's called. They have that in the bottles at gas stations, and it's fantastic.
All right. Well, thank you guys. I already said goodbye, so I'm not doing it again. But thank you guys so much.
The Wheel of Beer is finally up again. Should we try it?
Wheel of Beer. We're going to close out with a Wheel of Beer.
Okay,
Here we go.
Have to.
World's largest, third annual World's largest virtual beer toast. Wheel of Beer. Let's do it.
Done.
All right, let's see. Oh, there's still a delay. Hold on.
Come on.
It didn't spin. It spinned on my computer, but it's not spinning here, so I don't know what's going on.
What did it spin to?
Tell us what it lands on.
Yeah, just tell us what it lands on.
Tell us.
Hey, you know what? Let's do waterfall, baby. I'll start. Here we go.
All right, let's do it.
I don't believe you for a minute, Sam, but I'll go with it.
Beer Girls Waterfall. Start it off, Sam. You got to put us all on big screen. There we are.
You gotta start. If I start drinking, you gotta start drinking.
Delaware, beer. Let me.
Then Phil. I'll keep drinking though for you guys.
Woo! Cheers, everybody.
Woo! Cheers.
Cheers.
I once won a drinking contest at an Eagles tailgate dressed as Santa Claus.
That's a beer goal. All right.
You won the gold star
again.
for that one.
Thank you so much. Cheers, everybody. The third annual world's largest virtual beer toast. Thank you, drinking buddies. Follow all these guys. And all right, follow Beer Goals on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and the TikTok, as the kids say. Cheers, everybody. World's largest virtual beer toast. Thanks, guys.
Cheers, buddy. Thanks. Thanks, Sam. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks,
guys.
Thanks, Sam.
Yeah, finish it off, Phil.